Don't just stand there rattling off accusations. Arrest Cameron and get him out of here.
Nothing that's been said here tonight is admissible in a court of law.
Is that true? Can Cameron and Alexis really get away with murder?
Miss Davis can't be charged with the same murder again. That's double jeopardy. However, Dr. Lewis can and should be charged with perjury and accessory after the fact to murder.
Absolutely. Dr. Lewis fell in love with Alexis. Alexis killed Alcazar. He didn't want to see his action go to prison, so he concocted the perfect defense, DID. He even went so far as to have Alexis attack me in the courtroom with a knife so that the judge would think that she was really crazy. Now, her current therapist hasn't witnessed any of this second personality.
That's because Alexis is cured.
Reintegration of a violent alternate personality is impossible in a couple of months.
Yeah, and they almost got away with it. Well, Alexis got away with murder. But you, Lewis, you're not so lucky. Cops are on their way here right now to show you to your nice little jail cell.
He's innocent. How would you know, Dobson? You're just a butler.
Stay out of this, Dobson. It's none of your affair.
He had nothing to do with it. He knew nothing. I'm the one who faked the DID. I'm the one who killed Alcazar.
Dobson is Alexis?
Alexis has been spying on this family for months.
That's right, using her acting skills that she developed with the DID scam.
She's been lying to all of you, including ignoring the court order to stay away from Kristina.
You set this whole thing up. This entire evening was a trap.
That's right, and we caught the rat. As I always said, Kristina didn't kill Alcazar. Alexis did.
I did. And I knew what I was doing. I killed Luis Alcazar in self-defense.
Oh, poor Alexis, the innocent victim once again.
We just proved the DID was phony, so now you're going with the backup self-defense?
Everything I did was for my daughter.
Including cold-blooded murder.
Why did you go see Alcazar that night?
To tell him that if my daughter died, that I would press charges of murder against him, and he physically attacked me.
So you stabbed him, huh?
Let her finish.
I fought him off, and he threw me to the ground. There was a knife lying there, so I picked it up to defend myself and to keep him away from me. He forcibly dragged me to the terrace. He held me over the balcony, and I pushed him away for just a second, and then he came rushing at me. I didn't even know I was still holding the knife, and he ran into it.
So it was self-defense.
Why didn't you say this at the time?
Because of you. Because you're district attorney, and because you're corrupt.
So out of fear and desperation of losing your child, you decided to go for an insanity plea. Came up with the idea of an alternate personality.
I didn't know what else to do. I knew that there wouldn't be justice for me, but I wanted it for my daughter, and she needed me. And Edward needed a butler, so I applied for the job.
Oh, I can't believe it. She actually saw me in my bathtub.
She was ordered to stay away, and yet she did the exact opposite thing.
Sky, I know it's difficult for you to grasp the idea of a mother's need for her child. Alcazar left Alexis in labor in the snow. She and the baby could have died. I doubt if any of us in this room could have exercised the same restraint in not murdering Alcazar.
I've heard enough. You may be called as an expert witness. So in the interest of propriety, you and I need to leave before this discussion goes any further.
So you reopen the case?
Let me know what charges you'll be bringing.
Well, Scott, Alexis just confessed to killing a man and then lying to cover it up. Why don't you just arrest her now and get it over with?
Can't.
Why not?
Double jeopardy. You can't charge someone twice for the same crime.
Maybe not. I can't get you for murder, but I can get you for fraud, perjury.
You know, that's funny coming from you, Scott.
Come on now. You know what? I think I'm gonna go for the maximum. 7 years, and I will get it.
No, you won't.
You got a problem with Alexis paying for the crime? Then take it up with the judge.
No, actually, I'm taking it up with you in the foyer. I think it's in your best interest to hear me out.
Oh, I'm coming with you. Scott.
You confessed to save me. I don't know what to say.
They knew it was a setup. He was going to send you to jail.
You saw me in my underwear.
Even that, Edward, was worth the chance to see more of my daughter.
Alexis, I asked you to help me get custody of my son, and you refused. Because you didn't want to jeopardize your chances of getting Kristina back. Well. What goes around comes around. They're gonna drag you through the mud on this, and I'm gonna be sitting ringside.
I kind of think mud will be the least of it, don't you?
Don't be so sure. You may have a surprise champion in your corner.
Alexis confessed. She's guilty. She killed a man. And now Scott gets to put her away, and you get to get full custody of Kristina.
Alexis said it was self-defense.
And you believe her?
Yes, I do.
Well, I don't. She's been scamming us since the Alcazar murder. She made me look silly in the courtroom. So I'm gonna put her away, and nothing is gonna stop me.
Except for the proof that I have to put you away. I said it in the police station. You're corrupt and incompetent. And now I have evidence to prove it.
Scott is on our side.
Scott is on his own side. Just like when grandfather paid him off to have me arrested for public indecency.
Well, you were doing the horizontal mambo on the pier with Faith in plain sight there, Ned.
Grandfather coordinated the whole thing and paid you off to go along with it.
You're getting a little paranoid, aren't you, Ned?
You're party to arson, bribery, fraud, the list goes on.
Well, you know what? To prove that, you'd have to turn us all in. And I don't think he'll do that.
Grandfather paid you off with an ELQ check made out to some dummy corporation that you obviously use as a front to collect bribes. I have that canceled check. And I'm sure it won't be too hard to subpoena the books.
You can't be serious.
I'll be waiting inside for your answer.
Ned, are you purposely trying to lose Kristina? How could you be so loyal to Alexis after everything that she's done?
It's not about loyalty. It's about the simple truth. Alexis was wrong. She was wrong to let you, Jason, and Brenda suffer for something she did, but she panicked. Okay, and she just tried to cover up. But I believe, I know, she killed Alcazar in self-defense.
I've given the matter a lot of thought. And I've decided that Alexis acted in self-defense. So I'm not going to press charges. I am, however, going to recommend to Judge Farmer that complete custody of Kristina be given to Ned.
You can't do that.
Quit while you're ahead.
I'm not ahead without my daughter.
Your kid's alive. If you're lucky, someday she'll come looking for you. You got a little slap on the wrist. However, I'm not leaving here empty-handed. You're coming with me. So now we're back where we started. You knew that Alexis killed Alcazar, so that's perjury, that's accessory after the fact.
You have no proof, I'll swear to it, that he knew nothing about it, so you'll just be up for another public humiliation.
Well, I'll give it the old college try.
Look, Scott, all of this had to do with the well-being of a little girl. Well, it's over now. That little girl is safe. She will be well taken care of. So let the rest of it go.
God, what the hell? I've had enough of this crazy family.
Alexis, I want you out of this house immediately.
I want to see my daughter.
I'll let you know about visitation.
Oh, well, how do you like them apples, huh? You just saved her 7 years in prison, not even a thank you. And you know why? Because she's mad at you for saving her. Isn't there some kind of clinical name for that, Doc?
Baldwin, she just lost custody of her child.
Come on, she dressed up in drag, she impersonated her dead sister, and she expects us to hand a kid over to her? She may not have DID, but she's got something wrong with her, okay?
I can't believe I'm listening to this.
Don't do it. Now is not the time to try and change Ned's mind.
He's not thinking straight, AJ.
Yeah, well, maybe, but from where I stand, you just became extraneous in the matters of single father. Needs wife to secure child. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you do that.
Excuse me, what do you think you're doing?
What's wrong now?
Try kidnapping.
What do you think you're doing?
Saying goodbye to my daughter. Isn't that what you want? Hey, big girl. I'm coming back for you. I will never give up on you.
Time's up.
You know, you might want to say thank you to Ned. He told Scott to forgive every crime you've ever committed.
None of that matters if I don't have my daughter.
Let's get out of here.
You all have broken and bent every law to get what you want. More times than I can count, you have taken a little girl away from her mother for your own selfish purposes. And you have assumed rights that were never yours to assume. Don't think for a minute that this is over. Because I'll do whatever it takes to get my daughter back.